Convert each number to scientific notation. We've got 4 numbers here. We're going to convert each of them to scientific notation. Scientific notation uses multiples of 10 to write big and small numbers in a more compact way. All right, so the first thing you want to do, let's start with 30,000. The first thing you want to do is locate where the decimal point is. It's right here. And then you're going to move it so many spaces to create a number between 1 and 10. So here it is. I'm going to move it until I create a number between 1. I don't want to stop here. You want to go between 1 and 10. This is 30. I want to go one more space. That's going to create a 3 or 3.0. So each time you move the decimal, that's a multiple of 10. And I moved it 4 spaces, that's going to be 10 to the 4th. That's like multiplying by 4 tens. So if I take 3 and multiply it by 10 and then multiply by 10 again, and then 10 again, and then 10 again, I'll end up with 30,000. Let's look at this one. This is a number that's fairly tiny, between 0 and 1. But you're going to move the decimal place again until you create a number between 1 and 10. So I'm going to move this decimal point right here. That's going to create 5.4. That's going to go out in front. Then you multiply by 10. Now, you moved it 4 spaces again, but it's not going to be positive 4 this time. It's going to be negative 4. That symbolizes that you're dealing with a number between 0 and 1, a tiny number. It's like dividing by a bunch of 10s. If I take 5.4, divide by 10 again, and then divide by 10, and then divide by 10 again, you'll end up with this 0.00054 number. So if you're dealing with a number bigger than 1, the exponent on the 10 is going to be positive. If you're dealing with a number between 0 and 1, the exponent on the 10 will be negative. All right, let's look at 96 million. The decimal point's right here. I'm going to move it to create a number between 1 and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to move it 7 spaces. That makes a 9.6. So it's going to be 9.6 times 10. Now, 96 million is huge. So to get back from 9.6 to 96 million, you got to multiply by a bunch of 10s. So the exponent on the 10 is going to be positive. And it's going to be, I moved it 7 spaces. So the exponent is going to be 7. So 9.6 times 10 to the 7th power is the scientific notation of 96 million. And let's look at this last one. We have 0.000068. This one's tiny, between 0 and 1. That means the exponent on the 10 is going to be negative. Let's see how many spaces I have to move it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be 6.8. And since it's between 0 and 1, the exponent on the 10 is going to be negative. And I moved it 6 spaces, so it's going to be negative 6. That is how you convert numbers to scientific notation. There you go.